My intention was to try and meet friends, meet people, so that I can be able to get somebody who would help each other, maybe look for a space outside that was cheaper, because there were cheaper hostels outside. My intention was to go to school.
And Bakari, I'm really impressed with their stories because
Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. This is another show. I welcome you back to the continuation of the previous episode. And before we continue, have you subscribed? Kindly take a second and subscribe. Thank you. So Bakari, welcome back.
Thank you.
So Bakari,
yes,
you stayed in a hostel, not just an hostel, ladies hostel for a whole semester.
Thank you very much.
Okay. After that, tell us what happened. How did you find a way out of that? Or did you stay there for the entire study in campus?
Not really. I had to find a way out, and through one way or another, I was able to raise some money and paid for the hostel. Okay. The hostels were charged at 5,000 shillings per month, and I had that 5,000, so I decided to pay, because first you pay that and food is sorted, lunch, breakfast, supper, and you can be able to find somewhere to sleep. My intention was to try and meet friends, meet people, so that I can be able to get somebody who would help each other, maybe look for a space outside that was cheaper, because there were cheaper hostels outside, and they were providing foods as well. So I paid for that, and within that 1 month, I was able to meet a friend who was staying outside. So after we became friends and I told him about my situation, he agreed that he would allow me to stay with him in his hostel, or in the hostel where he was staying. So I moved out.
So that is the beginning of the second year.
Yes.
Okay. So you moved in with a guy.
Yes, I moved in with a guy. There were some hostels right outside the gate, main MKU main gate.
Okay.
Yeah, so I moved there. We stayed for that entire semester. The guy was doing hospitality, so they were going for these training kind of things.
Okay.
But he was ahead of me. So we stayed up to when I was in my second last year.
Okay.
Then now he moved, so I had to again look for someone. I again met a friend, and we decided to. This friend was staying in some shanty somewhere.
Okay, before you continue there, at the beginning you were really struggling with the bills, and then now you're staying outside. How are you managing to pay these bills?
Okay, it was not as easy still, but as I said, my intention was to go to school, and I was not doing exams when every other person was doing, because I did not have money. So every other time I had to look for work, look for money, then pay for exam the following semester, because there was a policy in the university that if you missed exam on the previous semester, you could take it on the first week of the opening of that following semester. So in the process of hustling here and there, I decided to join campus politics. I would be able to get some little money out of that. So I became one of the chief campaigners of a presidential candidate who won. He's now a very great person in Meru. I think he's the chairman of CDF Meru, if I'm not wrong. That's where it all started. So I would be able to get a little handouts here and there to end up kupigama politics nini, mia mbili, because in the campus there's not much money.
Yeah.
So when this other guy left, I had to look for a friend. I got a friend who was staying in there was a slum right opposite MKU main gate. It was called Migingo. Yeah, Migingo. It was some shanty, iron sheeted houses, just directly opposite MKU main gate. Found a friend, we were staying there, and the only thing we had, the the houses were partitioned na iron sheets na alafu kumewekwa camera inaitwa hizo manini za not plywood. Hizi bulbs za black.
Iron sheet is a black.
Si iron sheet. Hizo za kapera. These mats or rugs zimepatishiniwa nyumba. So somebody stays on the other end, nyinyi mnakaa huko. Yeah, tulikuwa tunakaa, we bought a stove na masufuria. Tukakaa hapo. Ulikuwa unaenda class ukirukia mafuta juu. Hakuna ventilation. Low ziko nje. We stayed with this guy for quite some time. Up to when I was now done with school. Then it was time enough to look for attachment. I went back home. I thought I would secure attachment back home. I stayed for a whole 3 months. Nothing was forthcoming.
Okay.
Then one of the friends I met when I was sleeping in the ladies' hostel was attached at an institution in Thika called Thika Technical.
Okay.
So there was a day we were just having a conversation, and then she asked if I'd been attached. I was like, no, I've not been attached yet. Then she linked me up with somebody at the institution, and I was able to secure attachment. So I traveled back home, Nikarudi.
Okay, so this entire time you are communicating with the lady you are at home?
Yeah, nilikuwa huko kwetu Busia huko.
Busia Masia.
Okay, my dad was staying in Busia, so I had gone to
where my dad was. So you are communicating through her?
Yes.
Okay.
So she organized everything, and we agreed that I come back. So I traveled back. I didn't even tell my dad I was traveling back because nilikuwa nimeanza kuchoka. I traveled back. Nilimwambia tu the night before and booked and everything. So I came back and got an opportunity and did my attachment.
Okay.
So at that point, I still didn't have a place to stay. Then the friend that I was staying with, the one that was staying in the other shanty, we met again.
Okay.
And then now we agreed that maybe we should try and find a little better house.
There's a little upgrade now.
Not upgrading from where we were, because at least I got that he had already bought some gas. Alafu ka bed kidogo ile wakati tulikuwa nalala kwa mattress.
So your attachment was being paid. It was a stipend.
There were stipends, yes. They were paying me 100 bob per day. And now I'll call it holidays and weekends. So in a month I was going home with 2,500. Hallelujah. That was good money, by the way. So we sat down and we decided that now I'm getting this 2,400, and the place that we had gotten a house was closer to the the attachment place, so I could walk to work literally. So we met another friend of ours who was staying in. He had rented a bed sitter, but this bed sitter was so big, the owner decided to partition it. So akatumia plywood kukata hiyo bed sitter hivi, then akatoboa mlango kwa ukuta. So the thing was, alikuwa nakana a friend of his kwa hiyo nyumba huyo jamaa kama.
Okay.
So in our point of interaction nini akatambia mimi niko nakaa kwa bedsitter fulani. We went visiting him. Alikuwa he was doing well, alikuwa anafanya IT, alikuwa anaitwa Papa. Very good friend of mine. Mpaka sasa anafanya World Bank. So alikuwa anafanya IT. So we went visiting. Tukapata nyumba. Akaniambia hata mtu alikuwa anakaa hii nyumba nyingine amehama. Hiyo nyumba hata iko na dirisha, ni mlango tu. Sio ni nyumba yenye this other person akiwa huko kwake unasikia. And juu ni plywood imewekwa katikati. So we agreed tukaenda tukatafuta the owner, akasema nyumba ni 3,500 shillings.
So you are going to share the cost between the two of you?
Yes, so we agreed this friend of mine mwenye tutoka na the other end that we're going to take this house, cost share food nini and stuff. Then the Papa guy was a very good friend of ours. So we agreed that we would be sharing the bathroom.
Okay.
Because the bathroom, for you to access his bathroom, you had to leave your house, knock at his door, and go relieve yourself or take a shower, then come back to your house. So because we were all youth, it was quote unquote easy. So we agreed we could actually cook together.
Okay.
Tunapika na wewe jamaa tunakuja tunalala. Then at some point This guy got a girlfriend, and now we could not go take a shower at his place anymore because he's a family. So we had to tuliambiwa kuna bafu huko chini ground floor. So hiyo place ni garage. Huyo jamaa alijenga garage. Hapo chini ni kuna garage hapo. Then kuna mahali they are selling these spare parts za magari and stuff. And the bathroom and the washroom is a public. Is a kila mtu mwenye kwa garage hapo ground floor. That was where we could go relieve ourselves and take a shower. So unatoka first floor, unateremka hadi huko chini with the towel, you go shower, go back. Yeah, so that is basically how we did it. Unless kama udemi yake hakuwa.
But the good thing is survived.
I survived. That was from when I got attachment. That was in 2016. From 2016 September. Yes, 2016, not 2016 in January.
Okay.
Is it January? No, 2016 May. Yes, that is when I started my attachment.
You know, Bakari, I'm really impressed with your stories because at each and every time you have something that itulikufanyikia na at some point unaweza mtu kama mtakuwa na roho ndogo anaweza give up, but wewe irrespective of everything, bro, you are still pushing yourself.
Things in life.
Because I'm trying to imagine a scenario where you're staying at a place, it's a garage, you have to go and share a public toilet and bathroom.
To shower.
You know how many diseases someone can get through the sharing? You know mechanicals. What's what to maintain hygiene? Those people are always.
Sometimes you could literally go to the loo. Na mpaka hiyo haja walikuwa nayo inapotea because you look at the condition at what
but
is.
We had
to survive it's something that you have to do.
That was so nice of you.
So we did that. Actually unaona hata hii pesa nakwambia hii 2400 haikuwa inatumwa kwa pesa. They were writing me a check, my friend.
So again you have to
they were giving me a check. Kwanza I remember there's the bazaar that institution. I remember na mwanaka tu kwa uso hadi sasa. That guy was super arrogant. Anakuandikia check ya 2400. Anakuambia check, unaenda una bank unangoja 3 days ukakata transaction yao na unakuja au na 2000 yako baridi. But I didn't give up, and I was an errand boy in that institution. Unasikia? Those who we were with for attachment, guys were like, mimi siwezi fanya. Mimi nikimaliza hii attachment I'm gone and stuff like that. Literally I would be sent anywhere. I did clerical work. Alafu this is an institution where kuna students and the students are almost my age mates. Na unajua zamani pia kuna turembo tunapita hapo.
Lazima wangare.
I could do jobs as secretary.
Okay.
I'm sent na run up and about. I'm all over the place.
Okay.
Nilikuwa kama errand boy. But I knew when I got, because I struggled getting an attachment, I told myself, if I get an opportunity, I'm not letting that opportunity pass. That's going to be the genesis of me fitting into the workplace, getting a job. Okay. Because most, some of these people, they graduate and they're like, no, I'm having my degree, I cannot be working for anything less than 35,000 or something.
But you know, Bakari, you personally, you knew you have no option.
Yeah, I did have
you have no option. So it's either fine, I'm already in.
Yes.
So
and I told myself I'm not going back home. When after my graduation, I told myself I'm not going back home because actually no one even.
So you didn't get the attachment you graduated.
I didn't even graduate because I had not even planned for that. I just went and took my certificate. I didn't graduate. No, hata mzazi wangu mpaka as we speak ajui.
So you didn't even do clearance in school?
I did. I did clearance before I took my certificate.
Okay.
So I did my clearance. The only thing I made sure that I was there is my name appearing in the booklet, because the moment that happens, unajua wewe you've graduated.
Yeah.
Not even my family. Nobody came from kuna graduation. I didn't graduate personally. Essentially, I didn't graduate. I just did my classes, finished everything. Story kaisha.
I'm just asking, why did you not even accept to involve your family in the graduation?
Because I felt there were too much happening. There were a lot of things happening. We were having a lot of issues. Because I was like, if these guys are supposed to be going for graduation, first I have no place to stay. I have not told them I have no place to stay. I'm struggling. Yeah? These guys are coming from up country. I know they cannot afford to pay our lodging for themselves.
They won't come. They come with people.
Yeah.
And they are going to come as a group.
I know.
Nataka kuja, unajua uko shamba utoki graduate mnabebwa kwa school bus. So it's like, now, how are these people going to survive? Wanakuja kusurvive aje?
Yeah.
And I know, unajua, like sometimes you look at the background, your background, and like there's nothing, hakuna kitu itafanyika.
Okay.
So you just decide to, the bottom line, mimi nimesoma nimemaliza.
I know.
Hata kama bait na hizo struggles zote, I've done my part, I'm finished. The rest ni Mungu ajue wapi ananipeleka.
Bakari, the many people who are in a situation who are giving up in life, what can you just tell them about your story? Yeah, the campus struggle.
Provided you are focused. I always tell people at times it's good to experience hardship at a young age because it's grows your brain. It prepares you for any eventuality in life. And that's the reason why when, it gets to a point, these guys that have gotten everything easy, school fee was paid for the entire 4 years, they've graduated. Then wanakaa home for 1 month, wakijapata kazi, wanaanza kuwa na stress, wanaanza kuchoma ma certificates. Because everything came easy.
You saw
Yeah, the other day I saw a student from
MK. Yeah.
The guy just graduated the other day, 2022. Has not even stayed for a year outside the campus, and they are now banning their nini, because these are people most of the time you find these are people that were the parents sacrificed all they had. Okay. They got easy in school, so they expect now mimi nimesoma nimaliza degree huko nje, nitapeleka degree yangu kwa university kwa job workplace and I'll be employed instantly. Doesn't work like that.
So they end up getting
another problem that university students have that is very, very, very bad is they think a degree is something so special that if you have a degree and somebody tells you I'm going to pay you 15,000, like no, but my first serious job, I was being paid 15,000 as a retainer. Okay. Actually, not even as let me start from my internship. But my internship was being paid
10,000.
Yeah, but that's now where we are getting.
So we're getting there. So Bakari, you told us one thing that what is the most highlighting moment between finishing school, between getting out of hostels, going to stay out, finishing school. And the one thing that you'll always think of it every time you see MKU, then it will always come to your mind.
What I always say when I look at MKU, MKU is a very nice school.
Okay.
Right from, I don't know how it is today, but during our time, like the owner of the school, you could actually tell when he gets to school, you could tell that he knows every other person in the school. Kama anajua kila mtu. Because he was that friendly.
He relates good with the
Yes, and he was very approachable.
Okay.
If you could get a chance to meet him and have a conversation. I remember when I was now, things were not tough and I was like, now I'm mimi nataka kusaidiwa. I approached and I went to his office. I sat him down, I'm like, I'm not able to do my exams. And what do you want? Do you want me to clear your school fees? You want to earn it? I told him now, mimi. That was now the last year before I now graduated. Okay. Now things were so tough now. Najua the president was once kiisha nivu. So I said now what we'll do, I'll be working, then the fees waived on the second semester. So kuna kwaga na jobs wale students wanakujaga wa education watu wakifunga. Kazi yangu ilikuwa ni kupanga hizo exam papers zao. Nazipanga kishafanya nazipanga.
Oh, you passed for the school?
Yes, nazipanga then I get some little stipend here and there.
Okay.
Then the next semester ikifika nafanya exam. So that is how
Oh, that's why you used to do exams later.
Yes, because by the time people are doing, I'm working.
Okay. That was so interesting, Bakari. Your story is so touching. Personal, at some point, if we are keen enough, at some point tulinyamaza. Jatuko tunajua tuseme nini. But anyway, you're grateful, Bakari. So let's meet up the next episode for more interesting stories.
Thank you.